Yeah, looks like both players are ready. We are loading into the match. And yeah, Jacques, I'll probably agree. I was thinking of casting Dramis versus... who was that? Dramis versus Noxious, but at the same time... Ooh, Dramis, you know, I have a feeling that he's like all the way out up until grand finals or semi-finals, like he's not gonna have any problems at all, probably. I was considering casting Davis, but Davis versus Levi Land, but old Hickory from Church of Quake, he said that he wants to cast that, so hey.
Prepare to fight.
Anyways, Veil of Nath, Fab Feline versus Dripnotic. Anarchy on Fab and Dripnotic on Ranger. I'm gonna start off on Fab, who actually gets a very quick first frag with the lightning gun without even picking up any of the major items. And now he's gonna be able to get control of both of them. Never mind, Dripnotic is able to deny the heavy. He did use the orb. Fab is keeps putting on the pressure. Still has the inject. And Dripnotic is not looking great with his stack right now. None of the major items are coming up for another 10 seconds. Fab being a little cautious. Dripnotic actually does get the Mega and catches Fab a little off guard there. Maybe a bit too aggressive by Fab. He is gonna be able to do quite a lot of damage from the spawn just with the heavy machine gun. Oh, great railgun shot as well. Mega's gonna be coming up soon. Let's see if Dripnotic is even gonna try and contest it. No, he's on the completely other side of the map. And now Fab most likely gonna be able to get both majors. Unreturned railgun shot as well. LG coming out. There we go, that's another frag in favor of Fab Feline. Just minute and a half in. Oh, great shot with the railgun from spawn. And there we go, a minute and a half in, we already have a 3 frag difference in favor of the Anarchy player. Who's now going to be able to get the Mega as well. Picks up the light armor. Dripnotic was able to get light armor for himself, but he doesn't have the weaponry. All he has is the railgun at this point, and he eats a railgun shot from Fab. Dripnotic trying to just do some damage, gets a railgun shot for once, but it immediately gets returned. And Dripnotic in a very bad position. Should have probably retreated, but he was just caught in a corner over there. Another railgun shot taken right off the spawn. Meanwhile, Fab's stack is just immense. Great rocket. Fab actually confused a little bit by the Dire Orb, but Dripnotic is so low on health. A single railgun shot could finish Dripnotic, and that's going to be 6 frags. Yes, 6 frags for Fab Feline, gets the Mega on top of that as well. His stack, even though he took quite a lot of damage, after picking up all those items, there you can't really see that, yeah, that he took a whole lot. Fab gonna be trying to set up a trap. Pushes in aggressively, actually, great. Dripnotic did not expect Fab to come up the jump pad. And that's gonna secure him yet another frag and another mega health. Fab actually out of rockets, I'm gonna restock on those. Dripnotic a little shaky thus far. But it's only 3.5 minutes into the game thus far. Fab Feline trying to just look around and find out where exactly Dripnotic is. Dripnotic actually playing very carefully, moving completely silently and gonna be able to get 2 railgun shots completely unreturned. Even after picking up the Mega, he doesn't have a whole lot of health left. He does have Inject. He can survive 1 more railgun shot. Dripnotic backs off. Goes back in, eats a railgun shot, but does hit another railgun. Oh! Great drop down over from Dripnotic, and he's going to be able to get another frag. And now, let's see what he's going to be able to do with that advantage. He does get a Mega to his name as well. He does have Dire Orb. Fab actually, if Fab had popped the inject in the rocket room, he probably would have lived and be able to get away. Fab making some noise. Ooh, Dripnotic trying to get a cheeky railgun shot, but misses. Gets the Mega. Eats a railgun in return. Dire Orb comes out. Pushes in, but ooh, that did not work out in Dripnotic's favor at all. Fab Feline actually doing very nicely with the defensive rockets. Gonna be a fight coming up over at the Mega, and Fab just absolutely destroys Dripnotic over there. Once again, a missed rail from Dripnotic. Hits this one at least. And Fab, quite low on health, gonna rocket jump just to get that speed and not have to worry about being caught. Trying to set up yet another trap, unfortunately misses. He did take quite a lot of damage, and none of the major items are coming up for some time now. Stacks are quite even, however. Fab gonna hit a railgun shot, which is gonna push Dripnotic away. He is gonna get the heavy. Some damage coming out from Fab with the lightning gun. Attempted tri-bolt trap. Ooh, but the rocket from through the teleporter. Great. Great job there. Dripnotic gets the Mega. And catches, Dripnotic catches Fab completely off guard. And now he's going to be able to get the heavy as well. 3.5 minutes remaining, 6 frag difference. He is going to be able to get yet another Mega Health to his name. He's going to even deny the light armor. Fab is chilling around the rocket room. Dripnotic does not seem to be fully aware of where Fab Feline is. Rocket jumps up to get the heavy, but eats a railgun shot. And now Fab Feline making his way as fast as possible over to the Mega, and he's in position to just annihilate Dripnotic with the lightning gun as he comes through. That's going to be another frag for Fab Feline. 2.5 minutes in, Dripnotic has to make 7 frags to even the game out. Fab moving very quickly around the map, just getting very cheeky railgun damage. Dripnotic not even able to understand where exactly is all this damage coming from, because Fab is just moving around so quickly, dropping down in the cheekiest positions. Dripnotic setting up for heavy, but it's not actually going to be up for another 3 seconds. Misses the Dire Orb as well. Great rocket damage coming out from Fab Feline from above. Dripnotic not going to take the teleporter immediately. Oh, but the tri-bolt! That was so much tri-bolt damage. That's going to secure Fab Feline yet another frag and yet another Mega Health. And now, Dripnotic is not looking great. Gonna get even pummeled once. That was a beautiful combo. Gauntlet into Rocket. Again, Dire Orb used. Missed Railgun, unfortunately. That would have actually finished off Fab Feline. But with only 1 minute left, And the 10 frag deficit, this is pretty much seals Hypnotic's fate. We can see Hypnotic shaking his mouse. Not satisfied with that lightning gun accuracy. Definitely looks like he's feeling a little bit rusty. He's gonna call the GG. That's gonna be 10 frag difference, 14 to 4 in favor of Fab Feline, who's gonna take the first map. Which reminds me, I forgot to enable this overlay. Athena can definitely be very deadly on Evoken. You can gain a lot of speed and you can catch your opponent off guard in a lot of positions using the hook. Gonna be starting off on Hypnotic. He's gonna get the heavy spawn. Gonna take some minor damage from Fab's rockets. Not gonna be able to hit that railgun. Hits a railgun here over at the Mega, but in return he takes so much rocket damage, and that's yet another very quick frag in the first 20 seconds going over to Fab Feline. Hypnotic actually pushing in with the lightning gun. Fab's railgun is gonna push Hypnotic away. And Fab is gonna be able to secure his Mega health. Nice on-return damage over from Fab. And the nicely set up railgun shot. Hypnotic trying to get the railgun, but he's very, very low and he could die from any moment. Even a shotgun blast could kill him right now. Fab is running out of rockets, however. And the stack is absolutely not in Hypnotic's favor. Fab predicting Hypnotic's movement very nicely. Again, good tri-bolt damage. That was over 150 tri-bolt damage in total. Great push by Fab. Understood that his opponent was very weak. The Mega was not coming up just yet. He is gonna have to give up the heavy armor. And now Fab eats a railgun. However, he does have the light armor right behind him, so it still is... It's not that critical. There's gonna be a fight coming out over at the LG. Ooh, both players very low. Fab is still railable, but never mind, not anymore. But just barely. Hypnotic, on the other hand, gonna get the heavy armor. And once again, eats quite a lot of tri-bolt damage, and ooh, that could have been very messy. Hypnotic still railable, trying pushing in to get some damage, trying catching Fab off guard. Not gonna work. Both players firing railguns, but they just don't connect, and Fab gets bored of these railgun trades, just pushes in with the lightning gun and secures yet another frag for himself. This is also gonna give him the Mega, and he is baiting out Hypnotic with the heavy. Hypnotic is nearby. He should have the railgun at this point, but he's not even gonna try and get any cheeky damage. Fab making slight movement errors, coming up the jump pad and actually taking a lot of lightning gun, but the stack difference is just so immense that Fab does not care. Hypnotic right off the spawn, trying and go for that light armor, not gonna work out. Fab is gonna deny that and do a little bit of damage over to Hypnotic. Hypnotic this whole time has been very weak. Fab, meanwhile, on almost a complete double stack.
Stopwatch.
Fab smells blood, and he knows that he's been successfully able to deny pretty much all the major items. Not gonna be able to do any damage with the peeker, but does get position. Meanwhile, Dripnotic suspected where Fab was. Gonna get some damage in, but Dripnotic once again just eating so much. Gonna challenge the Mega. Will hit a railgun, but all the damage that Fab took is immediately denied, and great prediction over by Fab with the gauntlet, waiting for Dripnotic with the gauntlet. That's gonna be 5 frags in favor of Dripnotic. Dripnotic has not been able to get a single frag thus far. There have been some situations where it's been pretty close. Dripnotic almost getting some railgun damage through the little window, but Dripnotic himself is still railable. And the control has been firmly in Fab's favor. As I said, there have been some cases... Oh, actually, it's... Nice trap coming out from Fab. Not gonna be able to do much, just one bolt hits. Once again, that tri-bolt chip damage, even though it didn't look like it was all that much over there, it did set up Dripnotic to be railable, and it completely works out. Fab, for once, actually at a stack disadvantage, but not by much. And Dripnotic, as far as I know, should not even have all the weapons. That being said, Fab now does get the heavy. Both players exchange rails, and that's gonna go heavily into Fab's favor, who's now gonna be able to get also the Mega. Fab actually does not push in, even though Dripnotic was very, very close to death. But Dripnotic is still very, very close to death. Coming out the teleporter with the railgun. Great shot. Trying to get some cheeky damage with the plasma gun. Hey, Crisati, thanks for the follow. Dripnotic finally able to actually get a Mega to his name, but it's not gonna matter all that much if he's not able to do any damage. Dripnotic trying to push in with some aggressive rockets. Actually, Fab, very close to dying. 1 health, 1 armor. He picks up a health bubble on the way. But he's able to just, like, slide away. And Dripnotic is unable to catch him. 3 minutes remaining. Fab with 8 frags versus Dripnotic's 0. And look at that. Fab so very close to death. Just 1 health remaining, and now the stacks are not exactly even, but they are slowly evening out. Do want to quickly look at the stats. Nice aggressive push actually from Dripnotic there. It's gonna work out, and he's gonna be able to get his first frag, and there's gonna be immediately a frag on the spawn. Fab looks like slightly miscalculated how low Dripnotic actually was. Oh, nice hook! Lots of damage coming out. And that's gonna be a 3rd frag. Is this actually winnable? Oh, not after that rail. And he does not have any lightning gun left to him. at all. 8-4. Minute and a half remaining. That was a critical rail that Dripnotic should have hit. Dripnotic once again left just with absolutely nothing. He has no lightning gun ammo and almost out of railgun as well. Beaker's gonna come out and get some information, not gonna do all that much damage, and that's gonna allow Fab to line up another railgun shot. With just a minute left, there was a moment of brilliance where the spawn frags, they were starting to chain up, but they had to keep going. Three frag difference with 30 seconds. Well, if Fab is gonna be making pushes like that, it could have actually gone into Dripnotic's favor, but actually amazing air rocket by Fab. That's gonna solidify his lead. 9-5 with 10 seconds left. And there we go. Both players call the GG. The damage difference actually isn't all that big. But you can see that Fab took 19 light armors. Dripnotic actually hit 2.1 thousand railgun damage. That's respectable. That's definitely respectable. Best of luck, Fab. I am all for an underdog story.
Prepare to fight. Round begins in.
That being said, we are going to start off on Dramis.
1. Fight.
Now, Dramis actually eats a railgun completely unreturned. Eats another one. But Dramis' machine gun is pretty much a railgun. Quite a lot of damage coming out from Fab from the very start. Both players gonna be pushing in. Fab actually gets the first blood in a quite messy lightning gun fight, and that's gonna secure him a heavy armor. On top of that, Dramis gonna be able to get the Mega, but he gets shot in his feet with the railgun, and Fab gets another railgun shot right off the spawn. This is very good for Fab thus far. Fab even still has the inject. Eats a railgun, but there we go. He has the inject, pops it, and now he's gonna try and contest the heavy. Fab very close to death. Dramis gets the heavy armor. Unfortunately, Dramis missed the dire orb. Otherwise, he would have been able to go for the kill. Fab is still pretty low on health. Like he's gonna be trying to set up a trap. Dramis trying to predict where Fab is gonna be. Ooh, Fab misses a critical railgun shot. The stack disadvantage, the stack difference, more accurately, is vastly in favor of Dramis at this point. Even though Fab got the first two frags, Dramis is right now in a very good position to start making some frags. Dramis making the first push. Uncharacteristically for him, misses the railgun shot. Great rockets coming out. No fear going up that jump pad. That's gonna be the first frag for Dramis. Unfortunately falls down as he was trying to push into Fab right off the spawn. Gonna try and make a nice prediction. Great rocket, and another great rocket, and that's gonna... That's gonna be 2-2. There we go. Nice railgun shots coming out from Dramis. That's what we expect to see from him. Playing as the Ranger, he's not afraid to use some rocket jumps either. Mega's coming up. He's gonna be able to pick that up. Fab is left with nothing. Mega is not... Sorry, Heavy Armor is not coming up for quite some time. Fab is still railable, if I'm not mistaken. There we go. Fab was trying to just delay and trying to get some space between him and Dramis, but just did not work out in the end. And right off the spawn, again, Dramis is able to do quite a lot of damage. Comes right around the corner with the shotgun in his hand, blows off Fab's face, and that secures him yet another mega health. And still, ooh, messy fight actually coming out, but Fab absolutely unable to do a whole lot there. And the time between when the Mega and the Heavy spawn, it's very much in favor of Dramis right now. Both players exchange railguns. We're gonna rocket jump over to Mega, and that's going to just once more consolidate the control that Dramis has. Fab floated up in the air by Dramis' lightning gun, and that's gonna be just in 2 minutes. Dramis has completely reversed the situation. If at one point it looked like Fab was in a pretty good spot with pretty good control of the overall situation, things have completely turned around. There is actually a messy fight over for the mega health, and Dramis not going to be able to get that. Misses one last railgun shot, and now he's going to have to just restock on what's left on the map. The the heavy armor is going to be coming up soon, and Fab is already there to pick it up. That being said, both players are right now on even stacks. Dramis waiting by the teleporter. He hears Fab. Nice railgun shot coming out of the teleporter. Doesn't get any damage out with the tri-bolt, but instead eats a railgun shot. Some defensive damage coming out from Dramis. Gets the heavy armor. Not gonna actually teleport. Fab is very close to death yet again. Gonna pop the inject. Just to get him some safety. Goes through the teleporter, but this could be deadly. Hits an unreturned railgun and backs off. Fab is trying his best right now to hit more of these unreturned railguns as he just backpedals, but that's one railgun into a lightning gun push, and that's yet another frag over for Dramis. Dramis looking for Fab's spawn. And that's a lot of lightning gun damage. That's gonna be already 6 frags in favor of Dramis. Some prediction rockets coming out. He reads the position correctly, but Fab wisely not pushing in just yet. Great rockets coming out from Dramis yet again, and that secures one more frag. And that's one of the things that you have to keep in mind about Vestibule. This map can be very snowbally. Once you establish control on this map, it's very, I wouldn't say easy, but it's very prone to just start racking up spawn frags one after another, and especially because Fab is just Fab is playing as Anarchy, as a light champion. He spawns with completely no armor. He cannot really contest any of these major items, and there we go. He eats one rail, comes through the teleporter, eats another one. Dramis actually confusing Fab with the Dire Orb, and that's gonna be yet another frag. What was that railgun shot? What was that? And at this point, it doesn't look like Fab even has a chance anymore. The start was going so well, but as soon as he lost control for the entire match. Casual dramas things indeed. The stack is absolutely in favor of Dramis. That's gonna be yet another shotgun blast into Fab's face. He took a fight and yet he still had a better stack than Fab, who had just picked up a light armor. Railguns exchange. 2 minutes in, 15 frag difference. Yeah, this is not looking great for Fab at all. But once again, the start was actually quite good. No fear. Going in with the Dire Orb. Almost hits that direct rocket off the spawn. Fab trying to be cheeky with the gauntlet, try and at least have the moral victory over Dramis. Not gonna work. One minute warning. 2 to 19. Dominant performance by Dramis thus far. As expected. Fab actually is able to get a frag at the very end. But a little bit too late. Like 6 minutes too late. Gotta be able to convert it into yet another frag, but he's not making 15 frags up. Not at this point. GG's come out from Fab. Really nicely done by Dramis. There were a lot of great shots. Just exceptional control. And you can see that right there. Fab Feline, only 3 heavy armors in the entire match and 4 mega healths. Whereas Dramis, 1k damage advantage over a light champion. We're gonna be starting out on Fab.
Begins in 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Fab immediately off the spawn, gonna be using the Berserk to get some weapons and secure his mega health. Nice prediction rockets, unfortunately they're just a little bit too late and they're not gonna connect. Coming out the teleporter and ooh, Fab in a very bad position. Dramis, on the other hand, hits everything and just annihilates Fab. Is Fab okay? Fab is okay. Fab is not happy about what's been happening in that fight. 1 minute in, we already have a 2 frag advantage for Dramis. Fab caught in a very bad spot over at the light armor room. Once you're caught in that corner, pretty much impossible to get out, especially against a player like Dramis. And very nicely done with the Venom Spit. Fab trying to get some damage over with the Tribolt from the high ground, but Dramis just doesn't care. Dramis keeps pushing in. Dramis pushes in through the teleporter with the lightning gun, gets another frag, secures yet another heavy armor. He is gonna have to give up the mega. Good read by Dramis. Gets a free railgun shot on Fab. Oh, great direct rocket. Shotgun pulled out. Fab trying to be sneaky with the Berserk. Unfortunately, not going to be able to do anything. Maybe it would have been better just to use the Berserk to try and run away. But against Sorlag, that's not very easy. Sorlag can follow you around those corners at very high speed. Drum is actually caught a little bit off guard, but Fab misses the railgun shot. Fab trying to contest the heavy, or at least try and get some damage. A lot of damage actually from Fab. Drum is left just on 1 health. That is one of the disadvantages that you have with the heavy champions. In the LG duels, even if you have a stack advantage, it's very easy to just... It's very easy to get hit a lot more. And Dramis is now going to be forced to actually give up the mega health. That being said, he is 7 frags in the lead. If Dramis needs to, he can just start running away. He can take away all the pressure. He's not doing that just yet. Oh, 2 rockets into a telefrag. And right off the spawn, Fab is going to be able to deny the heavy armor, but takes a lot of acid damage. The stacks are going to be evened out. But Dramis is able to secure a mega. Gets a nice railgun shot. Fab does return it. Dramis just turns around, runs away, gets light armor. Now he's going to be able to get the heavy as well. No cheeky railgun shot by Fab, unfortunately. And the lightning gun push. The defensive rockets just were not there for Fab, and the aggressive lightning gun push by Dramis is going to be working out. That's going to get another frag. He actually hits a direct rocket there as well. And you can see Dramis just hunting. 10-0, 5 minutes in. That's yet another major item. What is Fab even doing here? The mega's not coming up for 10 seconds. Caught in a... completely out in the open with no weapons. Dramis just pushing in. Fab trying his hardest to at least do some damage. But even the Tribolt, the read from Dramis is good. The Tribolt. The Tribolt softened up Fab, so the Dramis could push in. A little bit of a sloppy fight, but Dramis could afford it. He had the weapon advantage, he had the stack advantage. Fab gonna be able to deny the heavy, but Dramis just does not care. He doesn't need armor. More tribal damage coming out. And whatever damage that Fab is able to do, it gets immediately regenerated by Dramis, who's just picking up all items one after another. Again, the heavy gets denied. And Dramis, even though, yeah, he lost the heavy armor, took quite a lot of damage, Dramis is still on his stack advantage. Gonna actually be pushing Fab into the acid. This is once again like, and if at least on the first map we saw that Fab had a chance at the very start. He was able to establish control. The situation is just completely different over here, where Dramis is absolutely dominant. That being said, the Lizard does get punched in the face and just blows up in chunks of meat. One to 18. Dramis? Yeah, Dramis has been absolutely dominant. Oh, and he even hits that rail as Fab was falling down over to the teleporter. Just stellar performance by Dramis. 70% railgun. So let's see. How many maps is he going to be able to take away from Dramis? Right now, Dramis is on a very convincing winning streak. And Dramis is going to be the player we're going to be starting on. So far, a little slow start. Both players being very careful. Dramis actually got, Dramis had the heavy spawn and now he's gonna be able to get the mega. That delay cost Breakage eating a rail in the back. Ooh. An unfortunate timing to actually use the peeker. I suspect Breakage was not ready for Dramis to keep pushing after that. And that's gonna convert into the first frag. First minute in. Oh, very nicely done. Like, you could see that, like, he even accelerated his movement just a little bit with the rocket jump so that he could, oh, and, like, this is not going well for Breakage immediately. But yeah, Dramis actually did a very nice thing where he accelerated his movement just a little bit to get through the teleporter with that rocket jump to get over to Heavy as fast as possible, and then he was able to intercept Breakage right before he was going to pick it up. Breakage trying to set up a trap, or maybe he's just trying to run for his dear life. Dramis. Dramis is a bit of a monster right now.
Killing spree.
2 minutes in. Dramis already 5 frags, guy. If the entire match is gonna go like this, it's gonna be a pretty short match. Dramis once again just showing incredible control. Breakage actually a little bit early to the heavy armor. Is gonna get bullied off. Is Breakage gonna stick around? He is gonna stick around, and he's not gonna be able to do any damage whatsoever, and that's yet another frag going into Dramis' favor. Dramis sliding all over the map, trying to get some damage with the lightning gun, actually loses out in the lightning duel and misses the railgun. But he does secure himself another mega health. Both railgun shots miss. Drum is just flying across the map at really insane speeds. That's yet another shotgun blast to finish off breakage.
Stopwatch.
Railgun shot comes out.
Impressive.
Breakage gonna use the peeker, not gonna achieve all that much, but Ram is not even concerned immediately about the heavy armor. He's gonna try and get some railgun damage in first. Unfortunately, does not connect. And Dramis actually eats 2 railguns, which are completely unreturned. Now he is gonna be on the back foot. If Breakage wants to come back from this, he has to start doing more railgun shots like that, and gotta start converting that damage into frags. Nicely done. Dramis actually quite early on that heavy. Did he lose track of the timing? Maybe some overconfidence by Dramis. And Dramis, once again, way too early. He's almost 10 seconds way too early on the heavy. That being said, now he's gonna know for sure the heavy timing. But Breakage pays for that by giving up yet another frag over to Dramis. 5 minutes in, 9 versus 2. Dramis pushing through the teleporter. Rockets flying all around. Breakage unable to connect the lightning gun. If he would have been able to float Dramis in the air, that would have been yet another frag going into Breakage's favor, but it just does not work out. Dramis now able to secure a heavy armor. Breakage left without any armor at all for him, and Dramis now also gets the Mega and catches Breakage off guard, who tries to go up the jump pad, but it just does not work out. Dramis even, I think at this point, he's also quite effectively denying the light armors. Breakage, you can see that while Dramis is sliding around the entire map at a breakneck speed, Breakage is playing very carefully. And it's not working out so far. Nice rockets from above. Ooh, Breakage actually double backs, and he was so close to actually killing Dramis, but Dramis, what those clutch railgun shots that he's so very well known for. Dramis very low on health. Maybe he's pushing his luck a little bit. That being said, he is 9 frags in the lead. If at any point he needs to, he can do more of this. Pop the... What is actually the ability called? I actually don't know what's the ability for Slash called. The snail trail. The you know, the slimy thing that follows Slash. Breakage understands that he's not coming back from a 10 frag difference. Calls the GG, 7.5 minutes in. So far, Dramis has not dropped a single map. It hasn't even been close to dropping a single map.
Prepare to fight. Round begins in 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Let's start on breakage. He does get some rocket damage, but he keeps eating railgun shots in return. He has the turret pop down over at the rocket launcher spot, actually pushes in. So I suspect he had no idea Dramis was there, and Dramis just finishes off breakage very easily. Breakage is going to be able to get the Omega off the spawn. Dramis, uncharacteristically for him, misses a couple railgun shots. Very close to dying. A lot of damage with the heavy machine gun coming out from Breakage. Breakage trying to push through the teleporter, but that's gonna be the death sentence for him. 1 minute in, we already have 2 frags for Dramis and nothing for Breakage. And both major items are gonna be up. Dramis decides to rocket jump up. Can he catch Breakage at the railgun? Actually, he looked away at the very last moment. He may have even been able to push him down into the void. Dramis trying to fake a rocket jump, I suppose? Breakage doesn't fall for it. Breakage was in a position where he could easily see Dramis' trickery. That's gonna secure him another heavy armor. Pushing in with the Dire Orb. Good rocket into Railgun. Both players very low, however. Dramis. Ooh, nice rocket from above. That's gonna secure him yet another frag. But Breakage was actually very close to killing Dramis over there. And right now, Dramis is still railable. If he's not careful, he could die. Ooh, if that rocket had come just a little bit earlier, he may have killed... Dramis before he was able to pick up the heavy armor. But despite that, the rockets from Dramis' side, they don't connect. His low stack proved fatal. But this push from Dramis is right off the spawn. He just pushes in with the shotgun and destroys Breakage. Breakage is able to take the heavy armor, and Dramis a little overconfident. That's gonna give the Ison player yet another frag. Much closer, 4-2, 3 minutes in. Ooh. Dramis did not expect that Breakage is gonna be coming through the teleporter. Breakage is in position to take the Mega, and he does have the time for Heavy. Unfortunately, the Heavy does get denied, but not without Dramis dying before he takes, not without Dramis dying after he takes the Heavy. So 4-3. 4 minutes in. Dire Orb comes out. Dramis does not teleport to it. Nice railgun shot. Dramis is going to be able to secure both major items, and Dramis coming right around the corner with the railgun. And now, rockets coming in with trying to predict where exactly Breakage is going to be. And is this the start of Dramis Warpath? Is this gonna be how it goes again? There's one moment where Dramis gets a critical frag, and then he just starts chaining a frag into another frag into another frag. Timmy goes out, not gonna be able to help Breakage over there. Whoever said that Aizen is just like Nyx, they're wrong. We can clearly see that the ability does not save you from death. Dramis makes the correct read on the spawn position, but not going to be able to do anything there. Breakage actually pushing Dramis away, but with this kind of damage output, it doesn't matter. Ooh.
Killing spree.
Breakage caught in a very tricky position, unable to maneuver out of the way of Dramis' lightning gun. That's... yeah, the lead has been very much solidified into Dramis' favor. Once again, we see those aggressive rocket jumps. Breakage probably saw that dire orb flying right by him and understood that whatever he does, he is gonna be dead. Oh, another great read on the spawn position. Not gonna be able to hit that rail, and Drum is actually quite low. Both players very low. Drum is making very good reads overall on Breakage's position. Looking at the major items, Dramis is very much firmly in control. Nearly 3 times as many total major items picked up by Dramis compared to Breakage. Once again, we saw that, like, if the start of the map was you know, there was some doubt as to who's gonna be emerging in control. Once Dramis gets rolling, there's nothing stopping him. Dramis has no regard for his own safety. Rocket jumping around the map. Not even gonna let his opponent fall to death. He's gonna finish him off with the railgun, and then frags are just coming in at such a breakneck pace at this point. Once again, just a great read by Dramis. Dramis just knows when Breakage is gonna come out to teleport her. He's not blindly spamming the teleporters, he just knows exactly the moment when he has to make that push. Pushes like that, they should not work, but... well, that's what happens when you have a QPL player. He makes things that look like they shouldn't work, he makes them work. Is actually getting shot from 2 sides at the same time. That's not gonna stop him. And with 1 minute remaining and a 15 frag difference into Dramis' favor, this is pretty much set. That Dramis is gonna be advancing over to round 4, which actually is the winners bracket semi-finals. Once again, an aggressive push.
1 frag left.
Breakage had a moment there. He had a moment there at the very start, in the first 2-3 minutes of the match, where it looked like he might be able to make it work. Anyways, we're gonna be starting off on Aaron. The Ranger player. Priya actually making fake jumps, but it's not gonna fool Aaron. If only this was like Counter-Strike, where you could shoot through walls. Priya is gonna be able to actually get away unharmed. Ooh, but does get intercepted as he makes his way over to the heavy. There's more lightning gun damage. Priya not gonna give up that easily. Gonna be doing quite a lot of damage with the lightning gun himself. Priya is able to equalize the stacks thanks to the injection, even though Aaron got the mega health. Aggressive push with the lightning gun, and ooh, the rockets were very good, but that's gonna be the first frag going over to Aaron. A lot of rocket launcher damage, but the shotgun reigns supreme, and another frag that's very close, and that's actually gonna be going 2 versus 1 already to Priya. Injection comes out. Major items are not for another 10 seconds coming up. Does Aaron even know the heavy timing? He should. He did see Priya play around that position quite a lot. There's gonna be a fight over at the Mega. Aaron is well stacked and gonna be able to just bully his way onto Mega. Priya's nowhere around to even take the mega health. Not even gonna try and contest it. Aaron takes it with no resistance whatsoever. Aaron now, he has the stack, he has the position to actually try and push. Gonna be doing some MG damage. Oh, very close to death. Priya left with probably just 1 health. A little sloppy from Aaron, actually takes an insane amount of damage from the rockets. Is in place to get the Mega right after it, but that actually could have gone either way. He is going to be able to stack back up thanks to the light armor in the plasma room. And now he's setting up already for the heavy armor. Priya once again not going to be contesting it. Priya caught a little bit off guard. The positioning isn't great, and the rockets aren't able to do a whole lot, unfortunately. Priya, despite being on Anarchy, is just unable to get away from Aaron, who's pushing. Aaron continues the pursuit. Unfortunately, a failed Dire Orb, that's gonna stop him just a little bit, but he still has a massive stack advantage. Priya is not able to evade the damage that's coming out. Doing just a little bit of chip. Injection comes out. Priya goes over to the red room. He's over at Heavy, but Heavy's not up for another 10 seconds. Eats a rocket through the grates, and that rocket jump seals Priya's fate. 2 versus 6, 4 minutes in. Aaron actually almost eats a rocket as he's flying through the teleporter. Priya in a very bad position right now. He has to get out of there. The rocket's gonna help him actually push out of there. But Aaron, no, you don't want to go there, Priya. You want to go away from there. Yeah, that wouldn't work out. And the aggressive rocket jump over from Aaron, just to get to the plasma gun room just a little bit faster, worked out in his favor. Both players are going to be trading frags with the rocket launcher. Priya gets the heavy spawn. That is not going to be in his favor because the Mega was up. Priya pushing in with the rocket launcher, unable to do a whole lot of damage, unfortunately. As I say that, he hits a direct rocket. The Mega is not up for another 10-15 seconds. Like, Priya does not, unfortunately, know the timing, and he's gonna have to give up the heavy in process. And there we go. Unfortunately for Priya, that missed timing ensured that he was unable to do any significant amount of damage for the setup, and that he already was at a stack disadvantage. So once it actually came to fighting, there wasn't a whole lot that he could do. Aaron is going to secure yet another mega health. Priya trying to get some damage through the teleporter exit, but that's not going to work out. And Aaron, right now, all he has to do is just maintain that control. Priya in a bad position, actually gonna be going through the teleporter and pick up the lightning gun. Some shots exchanged. A lot of lightning gun damage actually coming out from Priya, and he's gonna be able to secure the mega health. Plus, he's gonna be able to do additional damage from the spawn. He's not gonna be able to pursue right off the spawn all that much. Neither of the major items are coming up for another 10 seconds. Aaron is gonna be able to get quite a lot of weapons in the meantime, and he knows where Priya is. 3 minutes. 7 frags. It's definitely possible on a map like Corrupted Keep. The map's not very big, but Priya has to be careful because that Dire Orb, it can turn battles quite quickly. Relatively clean fight by Priya down there. Gonna pop the inject, gonna get the heavy armor. Good rockets. Can he push in to finish the frag? Decent damage. Aaron, very low on health. 5 versus 11, 2.5 minutes left. Priya is on pursuit. He doesn't have any lightning gun ammo. Aaron's still just barely alive. Nice attempt with the shotgun, but unfortunately it just misses just by a little bit, and Aaron is still left alive with approximately 50 health. And that's gonna put an absolute stop in Priya's comeback. Aaron at this point playing very carefully. He knows that Anarchy player can, if he really wants to, he can start stringing one spawn frag after another. That being said, 1.5 minutes left. Still 7 frag difference. Priya making a push with a rocket jump. Unfortunately gonna be held up in the air with the lightning gun. And left with absolutely nothing. He's gonna be running for the health bubbles over at the red room. Gonna have to forfeit the heavy armor as well. He does have injection available. But the lightning gun damage from Aaron is just too much, and this is gonna be converted into yet another frag. Oh, there we go, 5 to 16. Gonna go into Aaron. 2,000 lightning gun damage. Ouch. Ouch. Yeah, looked like there were a couple cases where he was mistiming the items, unfortunately. He was standing over at the heavy when it's not gonna be up for like 10 seconds. Same thing with the Mega as well at one point.
Round begins in 3, 2, 1. Fight.
They are playing on NA East. Oops. Gonna be starting off on Aaron, who is able to secure the heavy armor. Does quite a lot of damage over to Priya, but Priya is able to recover soon enough. There is quite a nice split between the major items. Aaron does not have the railgun. Ooh, massive damage with the with the tri-bolt. Priya in a lot of trouble. Aaron gonna be making a very aggressive rocket jump. They're gonna try and catch off Priya before he's able to pick up the mega health. Doesn't work out. But the stack is still firmly in Aaron's favor. Aaron this entire time did not have the railgun. Finally gonna be able to pick it up. But now he's a bit of a positional disadvantage. Priya actually gonna back off. Never mind. Attempts to get some damage with the tri-bolt. Doesn't work out. Priya already setting up for the mega health. Great rocket from Aaron. 3 great rockets from Aaron. That's gonna be converted into the first frag by the Visor player. A lot of damage actually coming out from the nail gun. Priya, he has to be careful. Yeah, I was about to say he's gonna get shot in the back if he doesn't listen, and that's exactly what happened. Another aggressive rocket jump gonna be coming out from Aaron. He has the mega health right behind him. And actually, despite that, he's taking a lot of damage. If he's not careful, Aaron could go down at any moment. Doesn't have any rockets to his name either. He's gonna pick up some right now. And he's gonna be setting up over at the heavy. Priya is nowhere near in sight. Maybe a bit of a mistake. He could definitely have contested to at least try and get some damage. Plasma trail comes out, but Aaron catches Priya just mid-air with the lightning gun. Very unfortunate for the Slash player. Aaron gonna be actually waiting for those cooldown vials to maximize the utility of his champion. And at this point it's looking really bad for Priya. Aaron has a complete double stack. He has the ability, he knows exactly where Priya is. Priya is standing around in the lightning gun room. It's not gonna work out. Aaron, he knew he had the stack, he had the weaponry, that he could just push in recklessly like that and he would still come out on top. Even after doing this rocket jump, he's still at a stack advantage. And this stack advantage is gonna be even higher after he picks up that mega. Great prediction rocket. Nice defensive rockets actually by Priya. And there we go. Priya gets himself on board. He's over at the Meg side, but Meg is not gonna be coming up for another 15 seconds. He has to go over to the heavy. He hears the Visor jumping around. Gonna be able to hit one railgun shot. Actually falls down. Looks like that was an accident. He's gonna be able to at least do some damage. Mega is already up. Is Aaron gonna be coming up? Yeah, he comes up the jump pad. Priya tries to make a prediction rocket. Unfortunately doesn't hit, but does hit 2 railguns. That's gonna put Aaron at a situation where he had no armor left. And Priya is able to contest the heavy, which he secures. Aaron gonna be over at the machine gun, gonna be just spamming. Ooh, nice rockets. And Priya is now able to secure the mega health as well. He got both major items. He has all the weapons. Aaron does not have the ability either. Priya makes an aggressive rocket jump. If he makes a push right now, he could actually convert this into a frag.
5-minute warning.
Aaron comes up, back the jump pad over at middle. This is very precarious position for Aaron. He has almost no health. If Priya knew just how low Aaron is, slight misread. If he knew how low Aaron is, he could have pushed in. Even if Aaron had hit 2 railguns, Priya would be still on top. An unfortunate misread by the South American player. Railguns are gonna exchange. Priya does have the positional advantage. He has the mega health right behind him. He's gonna pick it up and gets the light armor as well. Priya has to start making plays. Some lightning gun damage coming out. Secures the heavy armor as well. Priya finally on pursuit. Eats a defensive rocket, unfortunately. Aaron, I guess he ran into the plasma trail accidentally? The stack advantage is still firmly into Priya's favor. Aaron doesn't have a whole lot. Good push. Unfortunately, the lightning gun damage just isn't there, and Aaron kills 2 players at once in a duel. I know, sounds impossible, but he did it. Oh, making good use of that X-ray. Priya unfortunately caught in the corner, unable to get away from Aaron's railgun. Priya actually gonna be able to come out on top of that fight with the heavy machine gun. But the drop down over to heavy, that doesn't really work out. Aaron gonna be able to shoot Priya down with even the starting machine gun. That wasn't even a heavy machine gun. Slight mistake maybe by Priya. Maybe could have waited a bit and tried to bait out some damage. Now Aaron's gonna be able to secure the heavy armor. He pops the X-ray, sees that his opponent's over at Mega, gonna line up a railgun shot. Nicely done. And is he gonna push in? He pushes in. Priya, unfortunately, not in a position to take the Mega. Now Aaron is on the hunt. Gonna be able to secure yet another heavy armor for himself. Priya actually drops down, hits a direct rocket, but it's not enough. The lightning gun from Aaron actually just absolutely insane. Rockets coming out from Aaron. None of them connect, but not a whole lot of damage done by Priya either. Priya does secure the Mega. It isn't just 1 minute left and 6 frag difference. I don't think it's gonna be possible for Priya to come back from this. He had a moment. He had a moment where his map control was definitely a lot better than what we saw in the previous map. Unfortunately, the slight misreads where he could have afforded to be a bit more aggressive, they just did not come out. For example, this was a great push over by Priya. He had the stack advantage the entire time. If we saw more of that, the game would have been a whole lot closer. Aaron trying to be cheeky with the... gauntlet. Not gonna work out. But yeah, with just 15 seconds left, there's no way that 16 frag difference is gonna be closed down. GG's. Well played by Aaron.
Round begins in 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Yeah, Dramis has been doing very well thus far. I don't think he has dropped a single map. He's not even close to dropping a single map. The performance by Dramis has been just insane. That being said, Aaron versus Breakage. Right now we're following Aaron, who's gonna be playing on Nyx. Gonna be trying to set up a trap over at the heavy. Tries to get some tribal damage, but backs off pretty quickly. Secures the mega health. And finally gets the railgun. Both players very careful. Breakage might be waiting for his ability just so that he can... really push in whenever Aaron uses Ghost Walk. Ghost Walk is popped. Breakage caught a little off guard. Very close to death. And the first frag goes over to Aaron. I suspect the Breakage was not ready for that. Ooh, nice tribal damage. Breakage may have not been ready for that aggressive push. At least not from the jump pad side. And it works out in Aaron's favor. Aaron now was able to control both major items. Mega is up. Aaron first gonna try and get some railgun damage. Successfully does that. Ooh. Both players very close to death. Does Breakage know just how low Aaron is? Nice prediction rocket by Breakage there. X-ray was popped, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, that defensive rocket completely stopped Breakage. But Aaron is so low on health that he has to be very careful about where he's gonna be going. Picks up some health bubbles and the light armor over at the lightning gun. It's gonna help him restock. But now Breakage has been able to control both major items. Once again, good defensive rockets by Aaron. Goes up the jump pad and is gonna push him away with the lightning gun. And that's gonna be the death of Aaron. 1-1, 3 minutes into the match. Breakage trying to set up a railgun shot. But Aaron's not going through the teleporter. Aaron instead is gonna be going around the tri-bolt and setting up over at the T connector. Pushing in with the rocket launcher, unfortunately just taking massive amounts of damage. Aaron actually staying around over at the middle, trying to cheekily finish off Breakage, but it's not gonna work out. Great flick shot with the railgun. Oh, Aaron thrown completely out of the map, but it didn't even look like he was like, Breakage is not gonna take his ring out for an answer. Hits an insane rocket as Aaron is flying outside, and there was another frag right off the spawn on top of that. Great performance by Breakage thus far. Let's see if he can keep it up. Rails exchange. Breakage is, however, able to secure the heavy armor. Eats a little bit of a defensive rocket. Aaron has no armor to his name, and even his health is not amazing. Could even be railable at this point, whereas Breakage just secured his mega health. Ooh, Aaron actually with his back turned. Ooh, Aaron just with like 2 health left. Aaron still just like on 50 health left. There's
5-minute warning.
There's gonna be the mega health coming up, but Aaron does not dare to try and contest it. Nicely done by Breakage to first get some railgun damage. Nice tri-bolt. The prediction. Excellent work by Breakage. A little hesitant to pick up the heavy armor at first. Maybe trying to use it as bait. Talking about bait, the railgun is the bait. Breakage is at a massive stack advantage. Gonna pop the X-ray to see what exactly Aaron's gonna be up to. Gets nice railgun shot. Aaron once again just limping away. Aaron getting some rocket damage, but it's not gonna be enough. The stack difference is absolutely huge, and on top of that, Breakage is able to secure yet another heavy armor. Ooh, amazing defensive rockets by Aaron, but that's what I mean by the stack advantage. Even after Aaron pushing in with the lightning gun with a fresh spawn, he is unable to finish off Breakage. And now that's already a 6 frag difference with 3.5 minutes left. Oh, nice use of the X-ray. Breakage in general, like you could see that like the little jump over from. Oh, what a direct rocket! The little jump over from Mega Health over to Tri-Bolt and then converting that into a railgun shot. Breakage has been doing that for multiple times across the match, and it's worked perfectly for him. You could just see that like Breakage is reading Aaron's movement very nicely. Coming out the teleporter with a rocket in his hand, handing it right into Aaron's face.
Stopwatch.
Breakage just playing very, very nicely. No real mistakes being done by him. Taking his fights very decisively. Aaron is doing like incredibly good damage, but at this point the control hasn't left Breakage's hands for quite some time, and that's the decisive factor. Aaron gonna be caught off guard and gonna eat a railgun shot. Breakage looking for another one. And again, that jump from Mega Health to Tri-Bolt, it almost got Aaron killed yet again. Breakage suspects where Aaron is. Does not get a railgun shot, but once again, the stack difference is so huge. Aaron has to hit like 3 more such rails to even make a dent. Does get a rocket, but as Breakage falls down with the lightning gun, there's not a whole lot Aaron can do. Great setup there. Just very, very immaculate plays by Breakage. And that drop down with the railgun. This is overall just like... just exceptional execution by Breakage. That being said, he is about to be caught off guard, but even that's not gonna help Aaron.
Stopwatch. Flags left.
There we go. 18-1 on Awoken. The Visor ability use was extremely good. You can see 70% railgun. See, let's actually, yeah, let's start off this time on Aaron.
2, 1, fight.
And let's see what he's gonna be able to do. Gets spawn over on the upper side. Actually, not gonna go for any of the major items first. Gonna get some chip damage with the starting machine gun, and only then goes for the mega health. He does have the rocket launcher. Moving across very silently. Does not suspect that Breakage was already setting up for the heavy. Breakage actually gonna be pushed off of heavy. He does have 2 totems already up. The stack advantage... sorry, the stack is in Aaron's advantage. He does fall down a little bit, causing him unable to continue the pursuit. Ooh, and can he actually catch Breakage off guard? That's one rocket, that's lightning gun coming out. Another rocket and finishing off Breakage. Very nicely done. Breakage once again. Ooh, he actually does... Breakage just falls on top of Aaron's face. Aaron almost dies. But the lightning gun pushes away Breakage just enough so that he can pick up the mega health and survive. And he's gonna be able to get the heavy on top of that as well. Breakage once again dropping down onto railgun. He's gonna eat some damage from the turret. The plasma gun, however, some nice damage with the plasma gun. That's a third totem. That Aaron trying to pursue Breakage, but Breakage actually doing a very good job. Yeah, Breakage was able to get away from Aaron and survive. And this whole time there's been at least 2 totems just floating around on the map. And those totems, they are gonna be they're gonna be the breaking point. That being said, he finds one of them. Oh, great rockets owned by Aaron, and it's a mutual kill. Aaron does get the favorable spawn for the heavy. He doesn't spot the other... he doesn't spot the other totem. That's a lot of damage just with the starting machine gun. And he's gonna be pushing in with the rocket launcher. A little uncertain.
Stopwatch.
It's kind of crazy to see how Aaron is so close to being all these totems. And yet he's so far. Great railgun shot. That's gonna be converted into... Ooh, then that turret placement actually was exceptionally well done. And Breakage is now in a horrible position. Just absolutely terrible. There we go, that's another frag for Aaron. But yeah, the turret placement was actually extremely well done. He put the turret on one exit, then went for the Mega himself, and went straight for the teleporter. And he knew that, like, if Breakage was to try and run away, the turret would let him know where exactly Breakage is gonna be. Breakage was able to steal the Mega health, but that's not gonna stop Aaron from getting yet another frag.
Impressive.
Nice railgun shots all across the map.
Stopwatch.
And there we go, yet another heavy armor secured for Aaron. Breakage now once again caught in a horrible position, just in a corner by the light armor. Aaron now gonna be trying to pursue right off the spawn. Gets one railgun shot, gets another railgun shot, that's yet another frag. Gets the Mega on top of that. Nice read. Unfortunately, the rockets, they're not connecting, and Breakage's LG is just great over there. Breakage, that's his second, just his second heavy armor in 5 minutes. Breakage pushing in. Great rockets. Aaron very low on health, but Breakage isn't super healthy himself. Aaron does get the Mega, and Breakage could have died to that Tribolt actually. Breakage now is on a triple totem, so he's not super concerned about the fact that he had to give up a Mega health, but there's only 4.5 minutes left. Breakage has to start pushing. Gets only one railgun shot for Aaron's 2. Mega health is gonna be up. He had to make the push there, but just misses the rockets, and Aaron, with the close range railgun, is gonna be able to secure yet another frag. And on top of that frag, there's gonna be coming a heavy armor. Breakage once again dropping down to the railgun, but the turret is there waiting. Once again, great railgun shot by Aaron.
Stopwatch.
And that trap with the lightning gun is gonna be yet another frag. Aaron does eat the direct rocket and almost runs into Breakage's totem. But 3.5 minutes left. 10 frag difference. If we look at the stats, we can see that Breakage has been able to secure only 4 heavy armors and 2 Mega healths. Only 23% railgun accuracy by Breakage, a complete reversal of what we saw on the previous map, where Breakage was hitting 70%, and it's cost him dearly. Even now, Aaron is left on 10 health, and Breakage is completely unable to do anything, as he just runs back, collects the light armor, collects all the health bubbles, and he's gonna be able to live yet another day. Oh my god. Yeah, the first map went to Breakage. It was a Visor versus Nyx, and Breakage just had very dominant performance. That being said, Breakage is actually able to get yet another frag, but ooh, with only a minute and a half left and a 9 frag difference, It's unlikely. Well, not even unlikely. I don't think it's even mathematically possible anymore to get the required amount of frags. It's kind of interesting that Breakage this entire time, he has been at least on 2 totems. I don't think there was ever a point, you know, besides the first 30 seconds of the match, where Breakage... where Breakage was on, you know, less than 2 totems. But it hasn't really stopped Aaron. If we look over at the stats, Aaron has basically twice the railgun damage. In the last minute or so, the Breakage was able to equalize the... last 2 minutes, I would say. Breakage was able to equalize the heavy and mega pickups, but for a very long time he was left running around with basically nothing.
Round begins in 3, 2, 1.
Kind of interested to see how this plays out. I'm gonna start off on Breakage, who's gonna be taking the Mega Spawn. Immediately pops the dual wield with the lightning gun. Lots of damage, and Aaron is very close to death, but Breakage himself, he's on fire. Literally on fire, as in burning to his death. Aaron still just like with basically nothing left to his name at all. And he's gonna be able to get away. And Breakage trying to do a cheeky thing. He's not gonna go for the for the heavy. He's gonna try and instead catch Aaron off guard at the mega. It's not gonna work out. Aaron is just gonna backpedal, secure the heavy. Both players knew exactly where they were. Breakage taking quite a lot of damage on the exit. Ooh, but he doesn't know that Aaron is over at the red room. The fire comes out, gonna do a massive amount of damage over to Breakage, who is gonna go down to the machine gun. Very nicely done by Aaron. Aaron finally picks up the lightning gun. Dual wield does come out. Oh, and massive damage with the dual wield. And that's gonna equalize the score to 1 versus 1. Aaron trying to make a reckless push over to Mega. Not gonna work out. But Aaron did make yet another reckless push immediately afterwards, and there's only so much stack that Breakage can accumulate at a time. This time it is gonna work out. Aaron not gonna try and do anything about Breakage being over at the lightning gun. He doesn't have the stack himself to contest it. He has only the starting machine gun, not the heavy machine gun. Ooh, it actually takes a lot of damage on the exit as he tries to grab the heavy armor. Both players in the red room. Nice tribal damage. Oh my god. Fucking bots again. Nice rocket by Aaron. Breakage completely unable to return the damage. Breakage actually gets pushed away by the lightning gun. That being said, he's still quite far away from Aaron. How is he getting away? The tri-bolt comes a little bit too late. The predictions are fine. He's reading the Breakage's position correctly, but he's just completely unable to catch up to him. Secures yet another heavy. The stack advantage Aaron possesses is insane. There we go. Nicely done by Aaron. Does take some damage in the process, but he is able to gain the lead. 3 versus 2. Nice rocket. Nice rockets again. A slight misread on the spawn. Could have trapped Breakage over at the red room. Breakage also taking quite a lot of damage from the MG. Both players are going to be trying to set up for the Mega. Dual Wield comes out. The Fire also comes out. Aaron very close to death. That could have gone either way at that point. Aaron now very low. He has to be careful. Ooh, but those rockets, they're gonna allow Aaron to continue being aggressive. Those rockets, as Breakage was coming through the teleporter, that completely changed the entire situation.
5-minute warning.
And, ooh, that could have been another great prediction rocket. Aaron is actually at a stack disadvantage, but he doesn't seem to be bothered by that. He does get the heavy, which equalizes the stacks a little bit. He continues the push. Breakage preemptively pops the dual wield. Wisely done. That's gonna stop Aaron for a little bit. Otherwise, Aaron could have, just continued with the push. Well, just like that. Breakage unfortunately caught in a little bit of a bad position. He's gonna get caught on the pillars behind him as well, impeding his movement. Aggression coming out from Aaron once again. He's pushing in with the lightning gun and gonna be able to secure yet another frag. 4 minutes in, 5 frag difference. If Breakage could do some chip that... Oh, what a great rocket. Beautifully done. But yeah, if Breakage could do some chip damage over from the distance, maybe apply some pressure.
Master.
I'm not sure what exactly is going on with Breakage. He stopped for a moment there. He is still stopped. Did he say anything? No, not really. Did Breakage disconnect? Did he lose connection, or what happened? We don't know. Let's start off on Carson,
Fight.
who's going to be the strong player. Gets the heavy spawn. Aaron actually trying to get some cheeky damage. from the top with the railgun. Not gonna succeed. And is gonna take some defensive damage from Carson's rockets. Ooh, nice rail by Aaron. Actually gonna push him off the edge. Thankfully there's that light armor to get him back to speed. Carson actually taking a lot of damage. Ooh, he goes for the heavy armor, but maybe that was a mistake. Gives up the first frag over to Aaron, who pushes in with the lightning gun and is just able to annihilate Carson. More lightning gun push coming in. Peeker comes out, unfortunately unable to do anything. The Tribolt is gonna push Aaron away. Both items are pretty much on the same time. Aaron gets the Mega. Carson, however, not going for the heavy immediately. Gonna get a railgun shot. And Carson pushing in with the railgun. Quite close range. Gonna be able to tie it up. 1 versus 1. Carson smells blood. Pushes in with the lightning gun. Aaron just barely able to make it out. Aaron actually forced to give up the heavy, but even then he's not able to get away. Carson is now trying to catch Aaron off guard. There we go, that's 1 railgun shot. Carson's stack is scary at this point. 350 total health. Gonna go over, Aaron gonna go over to the Tribolt area and do a little bit of damage. As Carson gets, probably gonna get both major items again. But the defensive damage is not enough. Aaron in a very bad position. Missed rail, unfortunately. That's gonna let Aaron live. But not for long, because he's still in middle connector. Another critical rail that was missed. Aaron at this point actually has been able to do quite a lot of damage over that whole engagement. Secures a light armor and is forced to give up the heavy and actually gets pushed off the map with the lightning gun. Aaron is now able to come back into the game. Some tribal damage coming out over at the T connector. Aaron actually does not have a railgun. Opts not to go for the railgun, but instead makes an aggressive push. And it doesn't work out. The idea maybe wasn't bad. It did catch Carson off guard, but the lightning gun just did not connect. And now it's once again gonna be in Carson's favor. Peeker comes out. Gets denied by Aaron. Aaron also got the heavy. Mega is gonna be coming up soon. Carson might have to give it up to Aaron. Aaron coming up the middle connector, but eats a rocket. Fight coming up at the heavy armor. Aaron wisely disengages, but as he goes for light armor, he eats a rocket and then ends up taking a railgun shot in the back. That was very nicely done by Carson. Chat, I don't understand what are these Illuminati things. I don't understand what are you trying to say. Carson once again with an overwhelming stack advantage. Peeker comes out, does only 1 Hyper Blaster shot. Again, a direct rocket, which is gonna put Aaron at a very peculiar spot. Mega is not even gonna be coming out for another few seconds.
5-minute warning.
Aaron's timing there was a little off. Oh, and the telefrag! That's so unfortunate for Aaron. That's... Carson is gonna hear that jump pad. Ooh, nice shot by Aaron. Carson is gonna be able to get the mega health. And he's gonna pick up the light armor as well. But if Aaron continues hitting these railgun shots, Carson is gonna be in a bit of a trouble. And another fight coming over at the heavy armor, and it works out in Aaron's favor. And exactly as I said, like, all he has to do is, like, soften Carson up a little bit with the railgun, and then when comes the time, he has to make that push, and that's exactly what's been working out for him thus far. Tries to make some predictive rockets. Carson's right around the corner. Does Aaron know? Aaron knows. Very nice defensive rockets by Carson. The trap that he set up was perfectly executed. Even though he doesn't get the frag, it delays Aaron just completely. That said, he still had the injection available. What a railgun shot. Aaron now, he also has the heavy armor. Again, the middle connector. The defensive rockets by Carson over at the middle connector, they have been critical to his survival. Aaron loses all of his armor, misses the railgun. That... He needed that railgun shot. He needed to connect that. 2.5 minutes remaining. Oh, no. He actually got pushed onto the jump pad again. That could have ended very badly for Aaron. Aaron not even gonna be all that concerned about the peeker. He's just trying to do damage to the strong player. He understands that time is slowly running out. He has 2 minutes. Pops the inject. Both players very low on health. Aaron gonna be able to secure the heavy armor, but eats a rocket. Great railgun. Very nicely done by Aaron. Can he catch him off guard? Unfortunately, he ran out of rockets, so wisely backs off. He needs rockets to do just a lot of burst damage. He's gonna hear Carson picking up the railgun. Not gonna be able to do any damage. It does scare him away so that he can secure the heavy armor. Once again, defensive rockets for Carson, just keeping him alive. Oh no! Carson! Carson, what were you doing there? No! That peeker was not good.
1 minute warning.
Just 1 minute left, but Aaron has to equalize just one more frag. Carson coming up the jump pad. Eats the railgun. Rockets being exchanged, and there we go. We have a tied game. 40 seconds remaining. Is Aaron gonna try and push it to overtime? Or will he try to go for a swift kill? Great rocket. Unfortunately... Oh no! I was gonna say that unfortunately Carson was able to retrieve the Mega, and it might stop Carson from dying, but it doesn't matter. Carson even failed the rocket jump at the very last minute, at the very last second more accurately. And that's gonna be the first map going over to Aaron. Ooh. Carson actually had the damage advantage. Winner of next two maps is gonna be going on to the losers bracket finals, which is gonna be against Davis. Starting off on Aaron, the Visor player. So far, a pretty slow start. Aaron actually delayed the Mega Health quite significantly, and now he's going to be able to contest the Mega. He's not going for it immediately. Carson actually trying to bait out Aaron by just jumping around, making some noise. Nice railgun shot, and now Aaron has a quite nice stack. Carson is going to be able to secure the Mega Health. But Aaron is already setting up for the next heavy. Ooh, great defensive rockets as Carson was trying to go down the jump pad. Is going to be forced back, and now Carson's in a very bad spot. The Mega is going to be coming up soon, and the stack is absolutely in favor of Aaron, especially after that rail. Aaron actually ends up giving up the Mega, unfortunately for Aaron. Let's see if that's gonna just mean that Carson's gonna be living for a couple more seconds, or is he gonna be able to make a full recovery? Aaron does not seem to know where Carson is. X-ray is also gonna be not available for 20 more seconds. Carson's gonna make himself known. Gets a defensive rocket. And we have a fight coming up at the heavy armor, and Aaron's rockets are just perfect. A lot of damage coming out, and he's gonna be able to, 2 minutes in, get the first blood. Aaron also using his ability. Oh no, but the push from Aaron, it's unsuccessful. Carson pushes him off. Aaron also completely runs out of rockets, and he's forced to just completely give up the Mega Health. At this point, Aaron is... he's even railable. Aaron's not going to be making a play immediately for the heavy armor. Looks like he understands that Carson doesn't appear to be anywhere nearby. Goes for the heavy armor. A little weird that Carson wouldn't go for it. Both players try for a railgun shot. Both miss. Carson's gonna be able to secure a Mega Health for himself. Aaron uses the ability, is able to know where exactly Carson is. Aaron gives Carson gives up yet another heavy armor. Does he not know the timing? You would expect that Carson being in control for the past minute, despite the fact that Aaron got the first frag, Carson was in control for an entire minute, but he just would not go for the heavy. And in return, now what's happening is that Carson is now at a stack disadvantage. What? What happened there? I did not expect that Aaron's gonna be caught so off guard, completely with his pants down. But Carson's able to tie it up. 1 versus 1. Oh, nice plasma damage there. Gonna push Aaron away. Carson already setting up, trying to intercept him. Not gonna be successful. Carson gets his heavy armor. Mega Health's not coming up for another 5 seconds. If he's quick, he can make it in time. He hits a railgun shot. Unfortunately, not gonna be able to push Aaron away. Ooh, nice shot from above though, with the railgun. And Aaron at this point, he's lost all of his armor. Both players playing very carefully. Don't want to take any unnecessary risks. Carson opts to just go for the heavy.
5-minute warning.
That being said, Carson making an aggressive push with the Dire Orb. Very nicely executed. And unfortunately unable to get the railgun shot off from spawn. Carson does hear Aaron coming up the jump pad. Ooh, slight mistake with the weapon choice. And now Aaron actually caught in a corner. Aaron is still railable. He's gonna get away, pick up the heavy. And Carson is also gonna disengage. Ooh, a lot of damage coming out from both players, but Aaron gets a very clutch railgun shot. Right off the spawn. Aaron actually hitting another railgun, and as Carson comes through the teleporter, there comes another one, and Aaron is back in the lead. 6 minutes into the match, score is 2 versus 3. Aaron pops the X-ray. Not gonna be doing any damage, but it is gonna give him vital information as to where exactly Carson is gonna be doing. Rockets exchange. Still gonna go in favor of Aaron, who is right there to set up for the Mega Health. Aaron, unfortunately, a little bit too late with the railgun. However, he does secure both major items. Carson's already setting up for the Mega Health, but he's a little early. Aaron almost pushing him off. The rails from Carson, they just do not connect. And Carson at this point is in huge trouble. Those railgun shots were critical for Carson. Even if he had not gotten the kill, Aaron would not be in a position to simply take heavy just like that. Aaron gonna be forced away from the Mega Health. And I suspect that this is part of Aaron's plan right now. He's not too he doesn't seem to be too concerned about just killing Carson. Aaron actually out of rockets. Oh, but the lightning gun! The lightning gun! It was perfect! Was absolutely perfect. The rockets from Carson were great as well, but the frags are gonna trade, and a trade is not what Carson wants right now. Carson needs a clean frag so that he can tie this game up. 3 versus 4. Minute and a half remaining. Aaron already gonna be setting up for the Mega Health. Carson unable to get the railgun shot. He needs those railgun shots wherever he can get them right now. Both players like spamming just the T connector with rockets. Hoping to maybe get some lucky damage in.
Stopwatch.
Aaron gonna pop the X-ray. Rockets from both players are very good. Both players left with basically nothing. A single railgun could... Oh no! Carson was trying to find an angle with the railgun. And Aaron capitalizes with that, on that with a prediction rocket. And at this point, Carson does get the return frag, but the delay that has been introduced at this point is huge. Aaron also got the heavy armor, and Carson simply doesn't have the time anymore. Carson's gonna be rocket jumping up. And he's trying to find any angle that he can. Only 10 seconds left, but the positioning from Aaron is such that Carson cannot simply push in like that. There we go. Very nicely done by Aaron. There were some critical railgun shots over at one of the mega fight, at one of the mega health fights that Carson missed, and those may have broken the game for him.
Begins in 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Right. We are back. Davis versus Aaron in the lower bracket finals. Map 1. Aaron actually trying to disregard the beaker and go straight for Strong himself. It's not gonna work out. He's gonna take an insane amount of damage. Turret is going to dissuade Davis from making a push over to Mega. Missed railgun. Aaron wishes he would have hit that. That would have at least equalized the stacks a little bit. Another great beaker coming out from Davis. Aaron is able to secure the mega health, but both players trade frags. Aaron... Not sure if any one of them really got a more favorable spawn. Mega's not coming up for 10 seconds. Here comes Heavy. Aaron is there to secure it. Oh, Davis, a little bit too early. He's going to be taking in a lot of damage from Aaron, who's pushing through the teleporter. And now Davis is left with no armor at all to his name. Aaron hears Davis with the railgun. Davis making... As he made his way over to the lower armor, he took a lot of damage, and now Aaron has been on pursuit this entire time. The defensive railgun shots have been paying off, but Davis is still pretty low. Right now, he's just living off the armor shards. Fortunately, yet another missed railgun. Another fight coming up at Mega. Mega is not coming up for another 2 seconds. Davis very low. Oh, but the defensive rocket, the direct. It completely flips the tables. Nice tri-bolt damage coming out from Aaron. Unfortunately, he does eat a railgun shot, which is gonna force Aaron to back off a little bit. But Aaron doesn't look like he is backing off. He's just planting himself on the Mega, and he's gonna pay for that with his life. Davis now has established control. He is gonna get the Mega. He gets one of the light armors as well. The turret is still over at the Mega Teleporter exit, but oh, what a great rocket, and almost another one. And the lightning gun midair, perfectly done by Davis. Aaron just tries to deny the heavy armor, but it doesn't work out in his favor. He doesn't get the heavy either. That being said, he was able to deny the Mega health. Oh, Davis, slight misread on where exactly Aaron is gonna be, and Aaron capitalizes on this fact and just pushes in, takes very little damage in return, and now he's gonna be in position to secure the heavy armor. Davis understands there's no point in trying to contest the the mega. Instead, he's gonna be trying stack up using just the light armors and just get some weapons. Davis completely caught off guard. He had no idea that Aaron was actually down by the heavy pillar. Peeker for once quickly denied. Again, great rockets, and Davis is going to be shot from two sides at the same time. Great push right off the spawn, but Davis's machine gun actually doing quite a lot. It's gonna put Aaron in a little bit of a peculiar spot where he's not super healthy, and especially after that railgun, he's gonna have to play careful, even though he just got a frag. 5 minutes in, we're 4-4. Davis making a push. Oh, and that rocket pushes Davis right up, and that does not look good for Aaron. Very quickly making his way over to the mega. Secures it. And now, gonna be trying to play for the heavy armor. Doesn't look like Aaron's gonna contest it. Not even gonna try and go for a railgun shot. Aaron is just setting up base over at the railgun. Oh, he does hear the jump pad. Both players exchange rails. Davis still very much in control. Davis also setting up a trap. Aaron suspects that something's not right. Unfortunately, not able to do any damage. Slight movement error from Davis, but again, Aaron's not in position. I wonder if Aaron maybe should just try and get those cheeky railgun shots. Talking about cheeky railgun shots. Davis still very much in control. Once again. The trap being set up. And oh no, the jump pad. The jump pad is not Aaron's friend at all. A lot of damage done with the Peeker, and the Kamikaze is going to finish him off. Once again, just maybe two aggressive plays. Maybe two aggressive plays being executed by Aaron right now. Maybe he feels the time pressure, but it's just completely not working out in his favor. Hey Sonny, if you're not playing Strog, you're playing the game wrong. Davis actually left very low on health, but he's not he's not too concerned. He has 2 minutes and a 5 frag lead. Aaron does get the mega health, and looks like he doesn't actually go immediately for the heavy. Ooh, and that pays off. He actually tricks Davis. Subsequently, he's able to get himself a frag. 2 minutes, 40 seconds. 4 frag difference. Ooh, that turret could prove to be critical. Turret doing an insane amount of damage, actually. The Peeker coming out. It's deployables versus deployables. Aaron misses some very critical railgun shots, and Davis coming right around the corner is going to be able to finish Aaron off. And right off the spawn, Right off the spawn, this is the second suicide by Aaron. And all of Aaron's momentum is just completely gone. If there was a moment where it looked like Aaron could get back into control and start chaining frags together, that moment is gone. 30 seconds left, 6 frag difference. This is gonna be going to Davis. Very nicely played by him. Maybe a little bit too aggressive by Aaron in some situations. He was not doing that much damage, or like right off the spawn, but he still decided to push in some cases, which may be a little questionable. Maybe he just misread the situation a little bit. But there we go. First map is gonna be going to Davis. Looking at the stats real quick. Davis actually 24 light armors. In terms of major pickups, Aaron was actually on top. So let's see, can Aaron pull this back and
3, 2,
make it go to the third map.
fight.
Gonna be starting off on Aaron, who gets the lightning gun room spawn, goes immediately for the mega health. Aaron setting up. Oh, but Davis knew exactly what was happening. The exchange definitely goes into Davis' favor, but does not have the railgun. Maybe if Aaron had the railgun, he would have been able to get some cheeky damage as he was coming out of the ghost walk. He has the railgun now. Unfortunately, he misses, and he's in a bit of a peculiar spot right now, as very close to death. He does put him out of railgun range. That was a good shot by Aaron. Mega health gonna be coming up. And Aaron actually gets the heavy, and Davis is not in position to take the mega health immediately. He gets railed and all his armor stack is just gone. Aaron does hear him over at the Tribolt. Rails do not connect. But Aaron is clawing his way back into control. Inject is gonna be available for Davis. But so is Ghost Walk gonna be available for Aaron. Aaron gets yet another aggressive Ghost Walk coming out. Does not work. Davis simply picking up the Mega and leaving. Oh, but Aaron catches Davis completely off guard. Lots of damage coming out from both players. The trap by Aaron, it was good. It was very good, but it just did not work out. And Davis was able to get away very quickly. Aaron actually was very close to dying at one point there. Rails exchange, but none of them hit. Aaron just trying to get some damage over at the heavy. Aaron still without any armor. Gonna go out of his way over to the railgun room to pick up the light armor over there. Nice rocket. This is exactly what he needs. He needs some chip damage. He's already setting up at Mega, and I don't think Davis was suspecting that. Davis is gonna pick up the the mega health. Nice railgun trap. Davis finally, he's super low to death. And there we go. First frag, 3.5 minutes in, finally goes to Aaron. But, ooh, he's caught in a very bad position. Does get the mega health, but he does take 2 railguns pretty much immediately. He's not super healthy, but then again, neither is Davis. He took a lot of damage from those defensive plays. And the railgun from the spawn, and almost another one. That actually gonna put Aaron 2 frags. Make that 3 frags in the lead 4 minutes into the game. Oh, wow. Davis actually, even though he did not have the stack advantage, pushing in and able to secure himself a mega health on top of coming out on top of the LG fight. Aaron, however, like with a railgun that's gonna put him back on board. Aaron not able to hit these rockets. He's actually gonna expend all of them and is gonna be forced back by Davis' lightning gun. Nice defensive rocket by Aaron. Great prediction by Davis. Very nicely done. The heavy armor is gonna be denied. But Davis doesn't care. Davis is pushing in right off the spawn, and great rockets. Nicely done. And now the mega health is also going to be coming up, and he's going to be able to try and contest the heavy armor. Picks up the light over at middle, and Aaron has to be careful. Drops down. That could have ended very badly for Aaron. He could have eaten a rail, and at that point, again, he would be on the back foot. 3-4. Davis, in a minute and a half, has been able to almost equalize the score. Davis very firmly in control at the moment. However, we have seen that Aaron, when he's on the defensive, he can absolutely make miracles happen. Both players exchanging rails. Aaron, he can afford to take one more rail. But that direct rocket. Aaron actually going to lightning gun. Oh no! Aaron almost actually goes flying off the map. The defensive rocket by Davis pushed Aaron and caused him to take a lot of self-damage. That being said, Davis himself at this point is super low on health. He's gonna be able to get the mega health. And does he realize that Aaron is still almost dead? He does hear Aaron coming out the ghost walk, and there we go. 7 minutes in, Davis has been able to equalize the score. 4-4. Heavy armor is going to be coming up. Aaron already taking quite a lot of damage. Especially on a light champion. You cannot afford to take free damage just like that. Davis knows that Aaron has not really moved. Good defensive rockets coming out from Aaron, but the stack difference is huge. He's gonna need more than just a few defensive rockets to get back into the game. He goes for the mega, but it's not even near. Unfortunately, does not hit the mid-air rocket. He had to hit that mid-air rocket. So in the end, the aggressive push by Aaron, worked out, and Davis making a very aggressive push up the jump pad. Aaron's rockets get him back into the lead. Both players exchanging rails over at the Mega. Aaron gonna back off for a bit. Get his stack a little bit healthier. Oh, great rockets once again by Aaron. And although the damage at this point done by Davis is respectable, Ghostwalk is gonna save the next player. What a fadeaway railgun shot. Davis is able to actually get Aaron, but there's only 40 seconds left. Davis has to make push, and it's not gonna be easy. There's a good start. He needs to find a railgun angle. There's a railgun angle. 20 seconds. Needs one more frag to equalize the score and then push it to overtime. And it might happen. Is Davis doing it? Aaron doesn't have Ghost Walk either for another 5 seconds. He's gonna rocket jump even to get a little bit more speed. Does he know that Aaron is hiding? He doesn't know! He could have gone for it! Oh my god. So close, actually. Very well played by both players. That being said, Aaron was able, he did get the Ghost Walk right towards the end. But still. If he made a gamble and just went straight for the little cubby, he may have been there in time to actually catch Aaron and equalize the score.
Round begins in
Gonna be starting off this time on Davis. Oh my god, I just realized the text is not centered. Oops. How can you guys allow me to live like this? Davis just got annihilated with the dual-wield shotgun. Things are moving way too quickly in this match. This is a complete reversal of what we saw previously, where we had 3 minutes of no frags at all. Davis on Sorlag. I think I don't want to make predictions about players I don't know very well, but I've seen that Davis, he's been able to make like a lot of like great aggressive pushes, and those can pay off on the vestibule. You get one frag, and then with a champion like Sorlag or Anarchy, you can traverse the entire map in a matter of just a couple seconds. That being said, again, Aaron's defensive rockets, they're on point. Aaron left without completely any health, armor. He does try to go for the armor, but does find Davis. Will eat the venom, and right after that, gonna eat a railgun shot, and Davis is on pursuit. Very nice use of that teleporter. Aaron does realize what's happening, but he realizes it just a little bit too late. That's gonna be 2-1 in Davis' favor. Davis is looking for an angle with the with the railgun. Aaron, nice trap over at the teleporter, and great use of the lightning gun. That's gonna equalize the score, but he doesn't have the health really to contest the the health, heavy. That's also one of the advantages that Sorlag has. The starting stack, quite immense. Ooh. Great mid-air rocket by Aaron. Once again, those defensive rockets just saving his life. But that push was brutal by Davis. Aaron is gonna be able to get the mega health, and despite the dual wield, Aaron's just not able to hit the LG. Davis a little bit early on the mega health, sorry, in the heavy. It's not coming up for another 5 seconds. Davis instead decides that it's time to go hunting. Gets one railgun shot. No reply. Ooh, will Davis actually be able to get both major items? Slight mistake with the choice of the weapons. But the stack advantage that Davis has amassed is impressive. Some cheeky rails by Aaron being performed there. Davis does not take to that kindly and hits his own rails. And despite the fact that Aaron was able to get quite a lot of damage in, Davis once again, he gets the mega, gets some of the light armors, and he's back to basically being full. Dual wield comes out from Aaron. It doesn't achieve a whole lot. It doesn't even hit a single tick of LG. Meanwhile, absolute chaos caused by aggressive rockets. Swift refrag done by Aaron. And I did not expect that to work out. Aaron's still very close to death. He's having trouble going through the teleporter. Happens to the best of us. Sometimes those teleporters, they just don't want to comply. Oh, great rockets. Amazing rockets by Aaron. But it's not enough to finish Davis off. Just the stack advantage of that heavy champion is right now saving Davis's life. Both major items gonna be coming up very soon. Davis is already setting up for the heavy. Aaron popping the dual wield. Great use of the dual wield. Works out in his favor. And he's gonna be able to secure light armor for himself as well. That being said, Aaron doesn't actually have a railgun. Neither does he have a heavy machine gun, so he's kind of unable to take these long-range fights. Heavy armor coming up soon. Both players are setting up. No damage taken by either of them. Oh no! Davis looking up from above. Set up the trap over at the railgun, and he's able to push the BJ player off the map. And on top of this, Davis is in the position to contest the heavy. Doesn't get it, but even after taking the rocket, he still has the stack advantage. Aaron's gonna make himself known where exactly he is. He gonna try and contest this mega? Does pull out the dual wield. Takes 2 defensive rockets and then just annihilated. Perhaps a dual wield lightning gun rush was not the best choice there.
Combo kill. Stop
Neither was that rush. The defensive combos coming out from Davis at this point, they're perfect. They're exactly what he needs right now. He's able to just bully himself on top of the heavy. Aaron actually kills himself with the nail gun up Sorlag's butt. That's not something you want to hear in. And right now it's... Usually it's been Aaron with the exceptional defensive rockets, but right now it's Davis who's making them work. It looks like, yeah, Aaron has completely lost all of his momentum. Davis, as soon as he got that one frag by pushing Aaron off the map, Aaron has not been able to recover at all. All the major items Aaron has had to give them up. What a combo!
Killing spree.
Davis is not even giving up. That being said, he does die over to Aaron. He pushes in with the nail gun, but it's just a little bit too late. 1 minute left, 5 frag difference, and he just has 50 health. And especially against the Sorlag, who starts with 75 armor right off the spawn, I don't think he even has the time to do all that damage. Especially once Davis is hitting these railgun shots around corners. Aaron looked like he actually ran out of mousepad space over there. And that's going to consolidate even more Davis's lead in the match. Great series overall. Aaron called the GGs. I also want to call it GG. This was a great series overall. It was that one critical point in time when Davis shot the railgun over from Mega to the railgun, and Davis just fell off the map, and like, yeah, Aaron could not recover from that moment. Sorry, not Davis, Aaron fell off the map, and Aaron just could not recover ever since that point. Oh my god, I forgot to change the thing.
Prepare to fight.
Now I have to do it really quick. Oh my god, like my screen is full of corn dogs.
2, 1, fight.
Drum is off to a great start. Although he does actually take quite a lot of damage pretty quickly. He is in position to take the heavy. Tries to go for a nice rail angle, unfortunately misses. That's gonna give Davis the mega health. Hey, listen, Rob would also... I don't know. Rob would Rob. Rob would also never have, like, his screen full of corn dogs. I kind of want to show you, but we have a QPL match over here. Gonna be a little bit of a fight coming up over at the Mega. Not for long though. Dramis gives up pretty quickly. Rails exchanging. Dave's playing quite cautiously. He hasn't been over to the railgun side for well over a minute at this point. He is able to actually secure the heavy for once. Both players just trading the major items thus far. Dramis got his first blood, and he seems pretty content with that. Dave is gonna get yet another mega health. Both players, like, they suspect what's happening. Oh, dangerous play there by Dramis. Doesn't seem to be working out in his favor. Then again, clutch plays is exactly what Dramis is known for. Oh, great defensive, great prediction rocket over there. Unfortunately, he's gonna be on low enough stack that he's gonna be unable to convert that into another frag. And the game has picked up pace quite considerably. After 3 minutes of cautious play, the players are out for blood. Rom is taking a little bit slow. Chilling over at the LG room. Gonna set up for the heavy. Dave is gonna take the mega. Rom is making an aggressive push with the dire orb through the window. Trying to get over to the tri-bolt to push Davis, but not gonna really work out. Davis is just gonna make his way down to the other light armor. Gets a nice mid-air railgun. Beaker comes out. Doesn't do any damage, unfortunately. Both players trading rails. Ooh, Davis finally takes one, and he's very low. At this point, the rocket jump from Dramis comes in, and there we go. Nicely done by Dramis. That aggressive push with the rocket jump, that is exactly what he needed. Dramis actually kept mid-air. Great mid-air rocket will finish Dramis off, but Davis doesn't... He's not left with a whole lot of anything. Both players, they know where they are, but trying to play mind games and confuse each other. Davis actually pushing in. Oh, gonna be distracted by the Dire Orb, just looking at it. Meanwhile, Dramis lines up a railgun shot from behind. That being said, the game is 6.5 minutes in, still tied, 3-3. Dramis now gets the heavy armor. Unfortunate positioning from Davis. Even though the Beaker does a considerable amount of damage, he's just completely out of position, and Dramis is able to take him out quite easily. Dramis does hear Davis coming from the lightning gun room. Let's see if he's gonna make an aggressive rocket jump. He is. He goes in, misses the Dire Orb, unfortunately, and Davis, the rockets are on point, and that's gonna get the game tied up once again. Great railgun shot by Davis. Not exposing himself for longer than he needed, and he's right there to intercept Dramis, who's just trying to make his way over to the rockets. Again, great railgun shot. Dramis is losing control. Can Davis do this? Can he take... Is he gonna be the first player in the entire cup to take a map away from Dramis? Davis is warmed up. 3 frag advantage, minute and a half remaining. On Evoken, it's definitely possible, especially with Ranger. With clever use of the Dire Orb, Dramis can absolutely make this comeback. Davis close to death, but Travis isn't very healthy either. Davis, on the other hand, he does get his mega health. Heavy's gonna be coming up soon. Both players exchange rails. Does Dramis drop down? No, he doesn't. He goes for the rocket launcher side and tries and pursue Davis. The Strog player is still railable. Oh, great direct rocket. Both players, however, very low, and the Peeker is gonna finish Dramis off. Nicely done by Davis. Dramis, at this point, he has to make a push if he wants to get anything done, but maybe it's just a little bit too late. He gets 1 frag, 30 seconds to make 3 frags. Can he do it? I suspect that if Davis... If Davis actually delays his spawns, I don't think Dramis physically has enough time left. Yeah, that's 5 seconds left for 2 frags. Whew! There we go. The first map. The first player to take a map away from Dramis. Well played by Davis. Very well played.
Round begins in 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Right. Map number 2. We're gonna be starting on Dramis. Davis delays the heavy spawn a little bit. Dramis actually does get a glimpse of the Anarchy player for a moment there, but unfortunately he's not able to do any damage. Oh wow, great rockets. Right off from the start.
Stopwatch.
Davis now just lurking around the map, not making any extraordinary pushes. Dramis was able to get the mega health once. Davis does eat a rocket. Again, these rockets by Davis, they're just pushing Dramis away. Dramis would love to be more aggressive, but he just can't do it. That being said, he gets one railgun. He gets railed in... That was... I don't know, that was questionable. Not sure why would he drop down that immediately. Two minutes in, we have 2 frags. Davis currently in the lead. Ram is trying to do a drive-by with the railgun. He does get one shot. He is going to be able to secure the heavy armor. Davis is slowly trying to recover, but actually gets completely off guard. Oh, and that rocket jump? Great. Great movement just overall there by Dramis. The way he got around the entire map. Is this gonna be the start of the unstoppable force that we have seen thus far in the tournament? That we know as Dramis? Yet another, we have the same rocket jump coming out. This is starting to look very much like what we've seen earlier in the tournament.
Look at me go.
Just a minute ago, Dramis was 2 frags, Davis was 2-0. That being said, Dramis playing maybe a little bit too aggressive at one point. Does end up blowing himself up. Just the overall very risky moves by Dramis. Doesn't seem to really respect the damage that Davis can do. Dramis now left over at the mega health. Ooh, nice rockets by both players. Dramis actually does come out on top of that because he is able to get the mega health, but not for long, as Davis is able to find himself light armor. Some nice tribal damage, and oh, good rocket, and another great rocket from Dramis, and once again, Dramis is in absolute control. Oh wow, so much damage with the rocket and the tribal combo. And we have a potential spawn frag coming in. Close range railgun? Yeah. Why not? That's just what Dramis does. Just absolutely clean frags being performed currently by Dramis. Are we gonna see yet another rocket jump? No, doesn't look like it. Actually, slow falls down. And absolutely brutal lightning gun. And this is the problem. This is a huge problem for Davis right now. Like that Dramis, he's over in his own mood right now. He's in his comfort zone. Can he hit another rail? No, decides to switch over to the rocket launcher. But I think if he had tried for the rail, he would have hit that rail. Absolutely sunny. Like the movement has just been so very clean. Some nice rocket damage coming out, and again, great combo. This looks like it's gonna be yet another spawn frag in Drama's favor. Is he gonna be making yet another one? Davis did get the Mega, but Dramis just doesn't care. And looks like this is gonna be yet another spawn frag. Never mind, Davis survives, but just barely, barely. And he might go down to the starting machine gun, which he does. Wow. Just very nicely done by Dramis the entire match. As soon as he got back into control, starting from the second minute, he's been unstoppable. Yeah, he's died in a couple of situations. I'm not even sure what Davis has to do at this point to come back. Well, given that it's 2 minutes and 10 seconds, I don't think he even has the time to come back anymore. But if we're looking at earlier in the match, I'm not even sure what Davis could have done. It was just exceptionally well played by Dramis. Also, it's very confusing to keep saying Davis and Dramis, because they both sound kind of similar. Just beautiful plays. This is more of a repeat of what we saw earlier in the tournament when Dramis was playing earlier in the upper bracket. There were maybe, yeah, players who could get control against Dramis for the first minute and a half, 2 minutes, maybe even 3 minutes. And then at one point it all just goes completely downhill. Even when Dramis is very low on health, you can see that he's not concerned. He's still playing his own game. He's not concerned about the other player dictating the rules. It's Dramis who's making the rules. Just beautiful execution. That's gonna be another map going in favor of Dramis. He has to win just one more to be the Moonbeam Cup #1 Grand Finalist or Grand Champion.
Round begins in 3, 2, 1, fight.
So, Davis versus Dramis. Map number 3. Blood Covenant. Dramis opting for a medium champion, which, given what we have seen, his overall performance with the light champions, I don't know, maybe he should have sticked with what we know looks amazing and works great. Dramis did it. Dramis did pop the X-ray over there. He's gonna have a real problem actually catching up to the Athena. Especially on Blood Covenant where there's a lot of verticality. Players trying to do some railgun battles. Promise hits one and then immediately backs off. Gonna be setting up for the heavy armor. Making his way very quickly over to the Mega. He's not in time to actually contest it. But thus far it's been a pretty slow game. Davis not sure where to even look for Dramis. Looks very confused. Now Dramis has made himself known over at Bridge. Davis does hit a nice railgun shot, but takes a rocket to the face. Dramis is right under Davis. Davis making his way very quickly over to the railgun. Once again, eating a rocket. Great railgun shot by Dramis and Davis. That looked like a complete accident. He was pushed just slightly away. And oh no! Dramis actually gonna leave the Athena player with practically no health left, but maybe that was a mistake.
Leave tide.
What is going on here? Rom is trying to push up the stairs, but not gonna be able to do all that much. He does hit one rail and then is immediately forced to retreat. The X-ray was popped. Trying to hit railguns all around the corners. So far nothing has connected from either player. Gonna be forced to give up the Mega. Drum is pushing in for the heavy. Railguns exchange. Dramis is still quite healthy. Defensive rockets push Dramis back. They did not connect.
Stopwatch.
But they convey a message. Don't come here. You're gonna be blown up. Davis just trying to move over to the railgun to restock, but Dramis intercepts him, pushes him off the ledge. Great mid-air rocket. Dramis actually was quite low there at one point, and Dramis, maybe a little too ballsy, ends up taking one railgun shot too many. Now Davis is in a very good position.
5-minute warning.
Davis approximately knows where Dramis is. Doesn't stay around, just goes for the heavy armor and then immediately rotates over to the Mega. Dramis doesn't seem to be fully aware of where Davis is after he used the X-ray. That is, after the X-ray expired. I don't think Dramis is that weird that he would not understand where his opponent is while the X-ray is active. We have another fight coming up over at heavy, but never mind. Actually, it's not a fight, just a bit of a skirmish. Both players exchange shots, but nothing really connects. Dramis, uncharacteristically for him, only 40% railgun. If Davis can keep just keeping Dramis tired like this, he might actually just be able to live and win this match. Not even by doing a whole lot of damage. Dramis actually in a horrible position. After he took 3 railgun shots, he was caught in a corner, had nowhere to go, he was trying to dance around with the teleporter, didn't work out, and now Dramis caught off the spawn. He is gonna be able to make a railgun shot connect, but Davis has been able to restock. Ooh, nice railgun shots from Dramis. They're starting to finally connect. Let's see if he can catch Davis off guard over at the heavy. He hits one, he hits another. Is he gonna rocket jump up? He's gonna shoot a tri-bolt. Only 10 damage, unfortunately. He's even going to deny the light armor. He needs just one more frag to even up the game. Ooh, he misses that railgun shot. Did not expect Davis to be there. X-ray popped. Unfortunately misses yet another railgun shot. He does have 2 minutes. But it can be, once again, as I said, can be very tricky for a visor to be able to even catch Athena. And Dramis' aggression did not pay off there. Some nice shots from Davis. Ends up in the lead just being even greater. Dramis trying to push in. The direct rocket is gonna push him away. Davis actually, he's completely out of grappling hooks. I don't think Dramis realized that, but then again, would not want to push through that little choke point.
1 minute warning.
1 minute, 2 frags. Can Dramis tie this up?
Stopwatch.
Dramis is definitely doing damage. Nice railgun shot. Another great rocket. He needs just one more shot. Great tri-bolt. 30 seconds. Mega's not coming up anytime soon. He takes a railgun shot right off the spawn. Oh no!
Lead time.
Is Dramis actually gonna try and finish it up right now? Oh no, this could prove to be his death sentence. We are gonna be going into overtime.
Sudden death.
Dramis is caught in a very bad position and his feet are just gonna be torn off by the railgun in the very first second that overtime started. Oh no. This is actually incredible. I did not expect this. I know I said that, like, I'm gonna be supporting Davis because, you know, he's the underdog and stuff, you know.
Round begins in 3, 2, 1.
Alright, gonna be starting off on Dramis. On Ruins of Sarnath, we have 2 medium champions. Aizen, played by Davis, and Galena, played by Dramis. The winner of this map decides who is gonna be the Moonbeam Cup #1 Grand Champion. Railguns immediately exchanging at the very start. Oh, nice railguns. Ram is gonna be able to establish the first frag for himself. Coming up the jump pad, he does eat one railgun in an unfortunate manner. However, Davis is pretty low. Not gonna be able to hit another railgun before Davis picks up the light armor. Davis still just limping away on barely any health left. He is gonna be able to secure the mega health. Defensive rockets coming out from up top. Gonna push Dramis all the way back. Dramis just looking for an angle. Has he even fired anything else other than a railgun this entire match? Yes, 16 lightning gun cells. That's literally all he has fired thus far. It's 2 minutes into the game and Dramis has fired pretty much only the railgun. Well, there we go. We have a new contender. The lightning gun. Drum is actually going to be denying one of the health bubbles, possibly to speed up his ability recovery. And looks like, yeah, Dramis is just going to be camping all the way in the heavy basement. Fortunately, ends up doing quite a bit of self-damage with the rocket. And that's going to secure Davis his first kill, 2.5 minutes into the match. Let's see what he's going to be able to do with that. For a start, he's going to take a railgun shot to the face. Flops down turret over near middle. And Davis trying to set up a trap. Does get one railgun shot. Fortunately takes one in return. Nicely sets up as Dramis was coming up the jump pad. Gets the light armor as well. Both players do get their respective major pickups. Dramis again just caught looking up in the air. Dramis keeps limping away on barely any health. Almost his feet get torn off by the railgun. Dramis actually very low on health. He's gonna run into the turret, and Davis just eats railgun after railgun, and despite the damage coming out from him, Dramis limps away once again with just barely any health. Thankfully to the ability, he's gonna be able to heal back up pretty quickly. Well, Dramis was looking for any means at all to heal up. Davis was able to get his heavy armor. Both players railable. Both players disengage.
I will not grant you that.
Dramis actually catches Davis as he drops down over by the heavy jump pad. Hits a nice rocket. Just absolutely immense amount of damage. Dramis hears where Davis is. That totem, even though it didn't do any damage, it ended up actually giving away Davis's position. This allowed Dramis to yet again secure one more heavy armor for himself. Davis does look like he's slowly trying to clear out the
Totem initiated.
totems. But Dramis, you can see that, yeah, he's using the plasma gun to do some self-damage so that he can even pick up the health bubbles. He's trying to get as much as possible out of the active ability, but the rockets by Davis, they push Dramis away. And that was a very clean frag. Now Davis is gonna be probably able to get this mega health as well. On top of being able to inflict damage to Dramis. Dramis once again left with no health to his name. Almost drops onto the totem, but instead it gets absorbed by Lil Timmy.
Stopwatch. Tank.
Davis has 3.5 minutes to get back into the match. Oh, unfortunately takes the direct rocket. Does Dramis know? Dramis does not know. Dramis has the railgun in his hands, while Davis was right there around the corner. Davis is able to keep controlling the major items. However, he needs to start converting this control into frags. The mega is up. Dramis actually pushes Davis away, doing considerable amounts of damage, and then is able to secure the mega health for himself. This is not good news for Davis. If at any point Dramis wants to, he can just start building a castle with those totems. Kind of like a pillow fortress, you know, when you were a kid. Galena can do that with the totems as an adult. 2 minutes in. Davis still needs 2 frags to at least tie up the game. Dramis once again caught off guard. Takes the railgun to the back. Davis just trying to push in, trying to get some damage around the corner, but it's not really working out. Dramis was able to repel that attack very efficiently and just get away up the jump pad. Davis actually almost dies there. Goes for the light armor, but ends up immediately losing it thanks to Dramis' railgun. Just a minute and a half. Davis is trying to get all the resources he can before he starts making the real pushes. One rocket connects, but Dramis' defensive rockets are just unstoppable. That's gonna be another frag for Dramis. 2-5 with 1 minute remaining. There's a railgun that connects, and Dramis secures the heavy armor for himself yet again. Plus, he has a totem in his pocket. This is not looking good for Davis. If he had a window, that window has passed. Dramis trying to shoot through walls. This isn't Counter-Strike. And there we go. Davis calls the GGs. Dramis is the Moonbeam. I just started reading the chat and there's complete nonsense going on there. Dramis is the Moonbeam. Yes, he is Moonbeam #1. Literally the Moonbeam. There we fucking go. How do I... Oh my god, I can't even type. There we go. Bam.
Here. Hey,
Hey, guys.
Lid. What's up?
I'm gonna steal your content with Dramis, and I'm gonna listen to the interview.
It seems like he left.
Sorry, say again.
He may have left.
Oh,
I think
no.
Drombus already went offline, so I'm gonna see if maybe we can get Davison.
Yeah, get.
Well, that's the true champion, you know. He wins the tournament, and he's just like, oh, you know, I won another one, and he leaves.
Exactly.
You know, just another day in being a champion.
It's just another day. He's got to go out for a walk after that.
What a fucking Chad.
Well, great tournament nonetheless. And just real quick, these are weekly duel tournaments that Moonbeam will be putting on, and I'll be helping cast and with the donations and casting and other stuff as well. What did you guys think about this week? I thought it went really well.
Yeah, it went overall pretty smooth, I would say. We didn't have any
Guys, I've
hiccups.
added both Davis and Dramas. If they want to come join
As far as I
VC,
can tell,
they
the
can.
brackets. The only thing that maybe kind of I don't understand what exactly happened was with what was that losers bracket. What was that? Round number 19, match number 19, which was Festive versus Preya. I have no idea what happened there. Did Festive forfeit? I don't think anyone was expecting that. But aside from that, it went like really smooth. The matches, especially like more towards the grand finals, they just kept kept getting better and better. I'm overall just very happy about how it went. Also, we have Davis, so I'll shut up.
Hey, what's up?
Hey,
What up,
Davis. Yeah, Dramas isn't responding, so we just thought maybe you could come in and answer a few questions if you'd like. You cool with that?
Yeah, I'm down. Let's go.
Yeah. How did you feel about the tournament this week?
I really liked it. I liked the time slot that it is on Saturday. I liked how everything went really smooth. I like that there's best of 3 and doubles, double elimination. It makes the tournament go on a little bit longer, but you get a very fair, you know what I'm saying, a very fair grand final. So
Yeah.
all in
About
all,
6
I'd say-
hours long, so it seems pretty good for a
Yeah.
tournament.
Yeah, 6 hours for a one-day cup. I feel like it's pretty all right. So I liked everything about it. I thought it was ran smoothly. Everything went really easily. There was no hang-ups or anything. So
Awesome. I'm glad it went well for you. Is there anything you'd like to see change for next week?
I mean, we could do. There's a lot of like big rail maps in the pool, so maybe like a deep embrace in. I like that Exile is in. I like that I'll have to practice that. But like it would be cool for you know, like deep embrace, maybe even a crucible. The map pool as it is very standard from what I would expect from QC, with the only outlier being Exile. But you know, there's a lot of really good maps in the pool, so I think we could have a little bit varied of a map pool.
All right. Well, I'll talk with the organizers. We can definitely throw in some more maps week to week.
Davis, I wanted to ask. I've not seen you play in quite a while, but you did awesome. You did really great, and like, I don't know. You were. I don't know. It was awesome. I wondered
Yeah, a
what
little
you
too
think.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, hey,
Little
Dramas.
too
Thank you
good.
so much for tuning in. Congrats on winning, Dramas. How do you
Thanks,
feel
man.
about having this win under your belt?
Feels pretty good. That was definitely a hard fought match there. I was sweating at the end for sure. That was a real good series. I'm glad it went to the last map. I'm
Yeah, we
glad
got a
glad
best
to
of
have some
5 out of
challenge
y'all.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
it was
was fucking sick.
yeah, it was the hardest Quake I've probably had to play probably all year. So
Yeah,
Yeah, I was talking about that.
Not like that.
You won the QuakeCon duel. How did you feel about the QuakeCon duel? Was it kind of a breeze for you?
I mean,
You know?
technically yes, but like I don't want to be rude about it, but yeah, it was a breeze. I really wish that we would have had. I was talking to Dramas about it on my stream. You know, Dramas, Sib, even Effortless. You know, anybody in the North American. I know it was kind of a rough QuakeCon in terms of like tournaments and announcements and stuff, but I was
Be there
really
next year.
hoping. Yeah. So I'm really hoping that next year, at the very least, we'll get a little bit stronger of a showing. It was really cool that everybody played who did. It was a full 32-man bracket for the BYOC, so that
Nice.
was cool.
So I'll reach out to some other people. Maybe, hopefully, we can get maybe Effortless or Sib in here some weeks. Is there any other people that y'all would like to see in the Moonbeam Cups?
Yeah,
Shane would be really cool if you could
Yeah,
get
I'm
Shane to
six-
play.
Get Rafa in there.
Well, we'll see. We'll try and get those guys.
I'll try and sneak him in and be like, come on.
Hell yeah,
Come on,
that would be
bro,
awesome.
Beat me. Beat my ass.
Come play, yeah, come play a quick Saturday Cup.
Come ruin my tournament for them.
Can I ask a question on Awoken? Awoken was really close for both of you, and Davis ended up taking it. Do either of you have anything to say about that? There's...
That was fucking rough.
Yeah, Dramus, you made quite a risky move, which I think costed you the whole game on shotgun.
That's a classic Dramas play. I mean, not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
Was there something that
I
didn't
just
go
thought I
right?
was gonna hit a little harder on that map, to be fair, and I just wasn't. He was
Gotcha.
fucking hitting real hard for sure, and making good
Yeah,
plays.
I feel like
And
I
Athena
feel
on
like
that map is fucking solid, so I was definitely in a rough fucking spot.
yeah, I've been practicing Athena a little bit this week, trying to.
Rafa is currently
diversify
in
my
EU,
shampoo,
so I'm not sure if
I
we'll
feel
be
like
able
I
to
had a
grab
couple real
him, but
fights on you
we'll definitely,
that
if
kinda tipped the
Moonbeam
favor. I
does
was
other
really-
tournaments, maybe we can
100%.
get Rafa in.
Like
Dude,
3-4
there's-
rails in a row, and I'm like, for
Yeah.
fuck's sake, dude.
I
I was like, what
felt
the
on
fuck
Milton,
was that?
so
That was crazy to watch. That was a
You
great...
had me tweaking. I had to mute my mic for the next maps after that. That's for sure.
I had to focus up.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm screaming. Fucking, that was fun.
Nice. Davis, have you been practicing a lot more? Like...
So I went to QuakeCon last week.
Yeah.
I practiced a little bit the days beforehand. I wouldn't say I've been like grinding by any stretch. I have been playing since QuakeCon. I've been playing pretty steadily every day. I'm trying to get good at the high ping game. It seems
Gotcha.
like it doesn't matter what your ping is really. If you're the better player, you can win, or at the very least, if you hit harder. So I've been throwing myself into the
And
EU.
you hit pretty
too.
hard.
Are you both doing the King Con 2v2s right now?
I am not.
Okay,
I
Drumbus, what? Who are you playing with in the 2v2s?
RMB. We're third
Okay.
right now. We're about to
Awesome.
hopefully we sealed that spot.
So
one
y'all
more
y'all are
qualifier.
y'all are guaranteed to go then, correct?
Yeah. I
Okay.
got my
Barcelona,
flight and
nice.
hotel shit like
Awesome.
a week ago. I'm ready.
Awesome.
Very nice. When is that?
November 1st to
Yeah,
3rd.
it's basically we're
Let's
fucking
go.
flying on Halloween. We always fly on Halloween. It's wild. The airports are fucking all decorated and shit. It's cool.
Hell yeah.
Alright, well, GG's. I'm gonna go eat some food.
GG's.
All right,
Well
guys.
played
Thank you
again,
so
man.
much, and yeah, we hope to see you guys next week, guys.
I hope they'll be
Yes,
there.
indeed.
Alright.
Yep.
Peace.
Thank you.
Have a
guys.
good day, guys.
Yeah, you as well. Thank you guys for the tournament and the hanging out and just everything. It was a really, really fun day.
Of course,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
glad we can do this for the community. Thanks a lot, Davis.
Yeah,
Good
not a problem.
games,
Thank
dude.
you guys. GG's. Thank you.
All right,
Nice.
guys, that was a great tournament. I'm really glad we at least got to go to a best of 5 there in the grand finals. It really felt like it could have gone either way. Is there anything else y'all want to say? Anything to close us out?
I'm good. Thank you for letting me cast. Thank you for doing this event. Awesome to see
course.
everyone play. Thanks for everyone who came out.
Leadhead, also shout out to you. We were telling
Yeah.
people to go check out your stream as well. So hopefully we could see you again. We do really appreciate your support.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. I do intend to watch these games anyway, you know, and I might as well cast them, so why not?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, big thanks to you, Hickory, for organizing these tournaments. Big thanks to everybody who has been playing. And yeah, overall, it's just been really great. Thanks to everybody also who tuned in to the chat on my stream. It's just been really great.
Agreed.
It really has been. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and send us off, but we'll see y'all again next week for Moonbeam Cup 2.